8 Meltzer selling bears. 8 Meltzer selling bears. Get the checkbook out. Cause Big Gate just sold a bear.
Are you looking for a creative gift for someone's birthday, a new baby, to wish someone well, or to celebrate Valentine's Day? Do something really personal and surprise them with a Bear Graham gift from the Vermont Teddy Bear Company.
Hello guys, it's us, the guys that like to speak about wrestling and video games.
Yo.
It's going to be a weird show this week.
Yeah.
I'm Joel Lyons. Joining me as usual is Jacob Dickens.
Hello.
And Ollie Saville.
Hello.
And that was, of course, Dave Meltzer Selling Bears by user Greg Dina. It's one of those two.
Look that up on YouTube's.
It's hilarious. Yeah, we're going to do a little bit. It's almost 2 shows in one.
I guess.
We've got video games as usual, and then we're going to take a break. And then we're going to come back with a Spotfest takeover.
Oh, shit.
That's absolutely because it's WrestleMania week and not at all because we're low on things to talk about.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Not because I came in really late and went, oh god. Any new video games that we've played?
Not really.
No, it's all Clash Royale for us too, it seems.
Clash Royale's been happening.
You're currently above me in the leaderboards. At the
You
Lincoln
went on a
Uni,
losing streak, apparently. There was
5 matches in a row I lost.
we left our clan.
Well,
I left our clan.
you left the clan. I got kicked out
For no reason.
be replaced by someone. I was like, what?
Like, I don't know who's on this podcast.
It's IGN and Polygon stuff.
Yeah. Is there someone called Justin?
Justin.
Yeah. Because
No.
you were kicked out to make room for Justin, and that was really the only way I could kind of...
Who said this? Do you remember the user's name?
It was the leader. It was one of the leaders said it.
Supreme Leader.
Mitchie D?
He was the one that kicked you.
Yeah, right, okay. I'm gonna tweet him right now.
You kicked Baz out, you bitch.
Kick Baz out! How dare you!
It looks like on the clan.
It looks like I bet it looks like I've been kicked out for like negative reasons.
I assumed that.
And it's like
It just said you've been kicked out by this guy.
and it's like, why does it announce it to everyone?
That's a fair assumption by your standards.
No, like, and so I just kind of asked on your behalf and mine because I was kind of curious.
Yeah.
Just like, why you get kicked out? And then he was like, to make room for this Justin person, I suppose. And then so that's literally how it goes in like the clan chat thing. And then underneath that, it literally just says that I left. So it looks like I just stormed out in rage, just like,
I'm going.
oh, this is not fucking good enough. Kick my friend out. No. Storm out the room. Yeah.
It's both of us or neither of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ended up leaving because I don't even listen to that podcast. So yeah, we're on the Lincoln Uni one now.
Yeah.
I get so fucking stressed playing that game. It's insane. And the thing is that I like lose. I oftentimes don't know why. And then I win, and I oftentimes don't know why. I don't feel like I'm getting any better. I'm just slowly climbing up ranks somehow.
I am slowly beginning to understand why I'm winning and why I'm losing.
There's some, you pick up some certain things like what units counter other kinds of units
Yeah,
best. But
no,
other
it's
than that,
it's more to do with the fact
like
that
the timing of plonking stuff down and what stuff you can put on its own.
It's
and,
like
yeah.
I realized like I was on this losing streak because I wasn't taking my time. I was trying to get out as many units as possible. I got cocky.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like
and then as soon as like I was getting cocky, I took a step back, changed up my deck,
yeah.
and put some new stuff out that forced me to play a bit more carefully.
I've now got a level 2 witch, and witches are damn good.
Witches are really good. Witches can shoot dragons out the sky.
Yeah, no,
Which
just the
is
fact
not
that
what a lot of units can do.
they can kind of take care of themselves, which is what I like the most.
Yeah, and
If I can place it down as like my first unit in a match, then I usually will, because it will spawn the skeletons to stop stuff from attacking it, and it can shoot sky
it's
units.
sort of
as well.
MOBA-like in that way.
Yeah,
That's the thing that is like I treat this almost like a mini MOBA
I suppose.
in that
I suppose
I'll
you could see
put
that.
like shit units. Like I count the giant as a shit unit because it can't attack on the way.
Oh yeah, it'll
That's
attack
why I'm
like-
waiting
yeah.
to unlock the skeleton giant.
With the big bomb.
with the big bomb
pretty
because he
damn
can
good.
punch other units.
Yeah.
He's a bit weaker,
Hmm.
but the giant just sort of like lumbers through. and-
Yeah, I mean, I still use it as like a means to an end.
have you spent anything?
Giant. I spent 80p.
On some gems?
Because I was so, like, gems wise, I was close to being able to get a big chest, and I was like, you know what? Because I'm going to keep winning, so I'll go up a rank, and then those chests will cost more, and so I'm never going to be able to do anything with these gems
Yeah.
other than, like, open stuff early, which I never do. And so I was like, I'm going to spend 80p just so I can open up one of these chests now.
Yeah, I still haven't spent anything, but I'm very close.
Ooh.
If I had the money,
Never anything substantial.
no,
I was literally just to...
it would be. I'm gonna buy this to get some chests and stuff.
Yeah.
But
No, I've been...
Clash Royale,
yeah.
it continues to be a video game.
I just keep seeing screenshots in the Facebook
Oh,
group
shit,
chat.
yeah.
and
When I
I'm
made it
having
to
no
Arena
idea
3,
what's going on?
Where I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
It's
but I
fun. It's nice to just play it for like 15 minutes and then
Yeah, I
put it down
I
and then
feel like my slots, my chest slots, and then yeah.
open a crown chest maybe.
Yeah. No,
Which it doesn't give you as many rewards as I would hope.
crown ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
They're just sort of
Ones
like
that come from
fancy
winning
looking
games.
gold chests.
Yeah.
And yeah. I had a lot of money and then I don't have a lot of money because I upgraded a little shit.
Oh my god! Like I tell you about that 80p I spent to get the giant chest. I have so many skeletons. You need skeletons? You come to me because I got fucking like 50 of them left after leveling them up.
So I was telling you guys in the Facebook chat. So I got a giant chest for
Oh yeah, you
free.
just found one. Yeah.
It dropped. So like it'll drop these paid chests like randomly. So like you got a magical chest once.
Yeah.
And the giant chests come with like 136 different cards. And they're great and they're full of shit. They got loads of money, loads of gems.
Yeah.
And you would think that it would maybe just split out like 136 different
You can
cards.
have
Maybe you'll
10
get
archers.
some.
You can have 10 goblins. You can have so many. Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe you'll get like something new.
Yeah, a couple of musketeers or something.
Yeah, and it's like, and so I got like,
No, it just ends
I
up
got-
giving you loads of one and then some of some other ones.
so I got like, yeah, so I got enough to upgrade like the bomb towers. And
Oh, yeah, yeah.
the stuff I don't use
I
ever.
used to say I used to use bomb towers, but I replaced it with the witch.
Yeah.
And it's much better.
I got
Clash Royale cast.
I got 120
Holy shit.
cannons.
Oh right, I've never
100
tried the cannon.
And 20 cannons.
Yeah.
I can't upgrade them any further because I literally don't have enough money to do so. Oh, he's leaving. He's leaving the Clash
The
cast.
Clash cast, yeah. Just to get his
Yes.
water. No, I literally must have got
Slam a
about.
bottle.
I must have got about 90 skeletons in my giant chest that I used that
Totally
80p on.
walked out, I would have not missed anything.
No.
so-
And they're just sat there, and I've always got the notification being like, "Oh, you can level these up." I'm
It's like,
"Oh,
I'm not going to because
gonna
the
spend that
skeletons
money."
are shite.
You think I'm going to spend that much gold leveling up my skeletons to level 6?
Yeah, it's like you reach level 5 or you reach the cusp of level 5 and it gets too expensive
Yeah.
to upgrade one unit.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you fucks.
Yeah.
That's why I constantly see people with like, it's like I see a lot of people at just level 5.
I
at
feel
this
the
point.
glut of players are at level 5, yeah.
And I feel that's kind of where people stop playing because it gets too much to do on a free
It gets to a point
basis.
where it's like, it's kind of like the next level of leveling, yeah.
And I was listening to Giant Bombcast,
What were they
and
talking about?
they Cesaro went
Oh,
up
yeah.
against Dirty Dan Reichert in Clash Royale.
We should find out if any wrestlers are in clans. I'd love to join their clan.
Yeah, they are.
I wanna
They
do
have
that.
their own clan.
I want to do
The
that.
Nikki clan.
Let me in.
Stardust and
Oh, yeah,
Cesaro
yeah,
run
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, let me in.
No, Tyler Breeze is in it as well.
I want to. Oh,
Finley's in it.
fucking Funly. All my boys. Tyler Breeze and Funly. And,
I want to say a couple of the Wyatts are in it.
oh, man.
That was a weird.
Eric Rowan.
Eric Rowan. No, I don't know.
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
like
want to play Clash Royale with my boys.
Cesaro and
I'll play with Cesaro, yeah.
the Ascension are in it. I think.
Oh my! Don't even. I thought they would be like.
I'll find
grown
I'll
up for
find
video
the clip.
games.
I'll find the clip and send it to you because
man.
like Dan Reichert explaining who's in this Clash of Clans clan.
So it's Clash of Clans or Clash Royale.
Both.
Oh shit!
They're doing both now, aren't
Gosh,
they?
damn.
Because they really like it.
Yeah.
Ollie,
Yeah.
Yeah,
is there anything new that you've been playing?
kind of.
Oh,
Actually,
Ooh,
Oh.
we held this one back.
it's not new. It's fairly old.
Oh.
It's
but
just
it's
something,
new to you.
It's not even new to me.
He's
It's
just come back to
something that I
something.
haven't
Alright.
played in quite a while, and I ended up playing some GTA 5.
Oh,
Just,
just out of boredom, or
because generally, I've been listening to hip hop, so I felt obliged to play GTA.
These damn kids and
Was-
their hip hop and the GTA.
I was just at home for the weekend. I took my Xbox, but I didn't take many games, and for some
there
reason,
you
one of
go.
the games that I did take was GTA 5.
yeah, it's
So-
always a good one to
So,
fall back
yeah,
on.
I didn't play it for long. I didn't do any missions.
No, you
I
just
drove around. I ran over some old ladies. I shot up a hospital. Well, I should have outside the hospital. You can't really get in.
no.
I mean,
But you had some fun with
yeah,
GTA.
And so I've done so little of that game. It was the first game I got on Xbox One.
Did you play it
along?
beforehand?
No, I.
This is your first time, pretty much.
Yeah,
like,
because
through.
I sold my 360 before I before the Xbox One came out. I sold that's it. Before the Xbox One came out, I sold my 360.
Yeah.
And I bought a PC.
Yes.
So I never played GTA.
No,
5.
you missed.
On that,
And you can get it on PC now.
It's
as
on
well.
PC now, yeah, but I got it on Xbox One when I got the Xbox One.
And you've never played all the way through it.
I've not even unlocked the third character.
Oh,
That's
yeah, that's the
Trev.
best one.
Yeah.
Trevor's the best one.
That's
Trevor
how-
is exactly how you want to play GTA,
I say that's how little I've played, but it's not that because I've played it quite a lot.
but you've just done.
I just do what I
fuck
do
all.
with every GTA game.
Get a bit distracted.
And I don't do missions. I drive around, and I
I don't know.
kill
Like
shit.
I
Free
really like GTA's missions. Like the story missions. I don't do any of
Specifically 5 or just GTA in
5.
general?
4 was trash.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of 4.
4 was
Try-
too.
try
It was
to be
too serious.
Too serious, yeah.
Yeah.
It's why people say like,
Very
oh, the best
brown.
mission. Yeah, the best mission in 4 is the heist mission. where
I
you go-
like Ollie, I haven't really played very many GTA missions.
The 4 has a heist mission, which is basically the basis of most of GTA 5's.
Yeah.
On
Basically,
4,
they saw that people like that and wanted to do
the
more.
mission
Yeah.
I got up to on 4 was.
I can't remember 4.
I
I
don't
only
remember who the guy
that.
you were with, but I just remember you were in a helicopter and you had to fly alongside another helicopter so he could shoot it with a rocket.
Oh,
And
you
you
got
had-
towards the end.
Was that near the end?
Yeah.
I remember getting up to there and
I
it
want to
being
say.
really irritating because you had to be like perfectly level with this other helicopter or
Yeah.
else he would miss. And I just couldn't do it, so I gave up and just ran over old ladies again.
Yeah. No, GTA is a weird one because like GTA 5 is like the first one I've finished since. Before that, it was Vice City,
Oh yeah,
which is a long time between
that is.
GTAs.
it's quite a while back.
Mate, they had all the PSP ones in between.
Yeah, they had all San
yeah.
Andreas.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, the PSP ones weren't good. People loved them,
I played one of them.
and they were just sort of like, oh great,
Yeah, it wasn't
Vice
amazing.
City again,
Hmm.
but with the stupid filter on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't
Um,
like. I understand why people like GTA, but I've never really actually had that much of an affinity with it.
I have more an affinity for it because of nostalgia, but when I played through 5, it was like, oh wait, this is actually really well written in some cases. Some bits of it is just like, god, the torture sequence is a little tough to go
I
through.
remember hearing about that.
I haven't seen that. I guess I'm
You
not
were
there yet.
it's with Trevor. It's like
Right.
it's like a quarter or halfway through Trevor's own storyline thing. He does torture, and you have to do it. Like you can't skip over it or anything.
Okay.
It's not even a cutscene. It's like interactive torture.
You choose what to do next.
GTA hilarity.
Hmm.
But I would maybe recommend like I would have taken a whole game with just Michael and Franklin. Like as much as Trevor is like, whoa, GTA.
Michael and Franklin being the full game, and then you have Trevor DLC.
Yeah. But at the same time, like Trevor is that like wild card
Yeah, it's
thing you
kinda-
need in the game.
Yeah,
And it makes sense when he goes on a murdering spree, whereas it doesn't make too much sense when Franklin does.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of the way I'm playing Michael and Franklin, I have dressed them up in the most stereotypical ways possible.
Oh yeah,
Michael's in his Reservoir Dogs suit.
Yeah.
Then Franklin's just gone full gangster.
Straight out of
with his
Compton.
spirally patterns shaped into his head.
Yeah, Trevor, I put on the biggest, bushiest, hobo-iest beard I could and took his pants off, which the game kept putting back on.
No.
With missions and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, see, I found that irritating when I did missions. How their outfits just kind of decide to change on their own because
it like makes sense in like these characters are here the next day. Of course,
yeah, but I had these outfits that I liked.
This is
But the
my choice.
problem is, I play games as such like a completionist that I have to buy every outfit. It's like if I've got the money, I'm just gonna buy everything because then I can go through it and just pick out.
Yeah, I was like that
all
with
that.
mate.
And Michael kept putting on cargo shorts. He kept dressing like Charlie
Yes.
Sheen.
Yes.
And I wanted him in his suit, looking all classy.
Yeah, I kind of want to go back and play GTA 5's story mode, in a way.
I mean, another thing, I've not even touched the online stuff.
The online stuff is fucking nuts. My brother is, or was, huge into the online.
Yeah, I think I'd probably have some fun with it if I had someone to play it with, but I don't think I've got.
Yeah,
any
him and his
friends
mates would play.
that have it on Xbox.
Yeah, they would play it every night and stuff like that. In like download custom maps and
I like
stuff
the
like
idea
that.
of just.
Yeah, they would go around,
multiplayer,
fuck
open
people's
world,
stuff up, cheat. They all did the hacks.
I mean, if someone can help me run over old ladies, like
the
someone can push
problem
her out in the road. And I'll...
the problem I had with the online
Tie her
mode,
to the train tracks. Twiddle the mustache.
the problem I had with the online mode for GTA 5 was the other people. Like, oh great,
They're just gonna shoot me.
they're just gonna run over me when I'm doing this mission. Oh boy. Whereas like the actual constructed stuff, like go do this heist.
Yeah.
It was cool,
They
but it
seem
wasn't
really good, yeah.
fully fleshed out in a way that was like it could be more than it was. People like it.
Sure.
You know, people like shooting other players.
Yeah.
It's why GTA 4's online mode was actually pretty good.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's just people fucking around.
I did play a fair bit of that actually.
Quite a little, not loads.
It was
but-
just cool to play GTA multiplayer in
Yeah,
a legit
exactly,
way that
yeah.
wasn't a San Andreas mod on PC,
Yeah, yeah,
which I think is still going.
yeah, probably.
Is there anything else?
I still don't enjoy the first person of it though.
No,
say
it's weird.
It's
too
not
realistic.
right.
Yeah.
It feels like a third person game with a first person mod.
Oh right, yeah.
It's like when I would hack
You still move like you're in a third person game.
It's like whenever they tried to make like using the Quake engine to make third person platformers and
Right,
stuff like
yeah.
that. And it's like
It's just
strafing. You literally go like on a you work on like a rectangle.
it's just
A
things
grid.
like if you like just tap forward a little bit on the analog stick, it's like you have to do the animation of a full step.
Yeah.
Instead of just
Little
It's
boat
too
forward.
it's
bit, yeah.
too realistic.
it's too third person.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes into account all the realism. Yeah.
Hmm.
Is there anything else?
That's about it, really. Played
Should
a bit
we-
more Pokemon.
Bit more Pokemon.
Still trying to grind through it. Still bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get there. You'll get there.
one day.
One day.
I briefly touched the Street Fighter update.
Oh, that's the thing that happened.
I guess it came out
Yeah.
yesterday or early this morning, I suppose. For us, it was like 1 a.m.
I've not touched that game in a while.
Yeah, well, hopefully these new bits they've brought in might be able to help you get into it or learn it a bit more.
Well,
or
it's
whatever.
not like it's like I was learning it fine.
Yeah.
Playing online and stuff like that and playing against
Oh
you.
yeah, yeah.
But it would be nice to be guided a little bit more. And
Yeah.
you said there's a lot of videos.
They've added demonstrations in, is what they're called, and they're basically it has like text at the top of the screen explaining everything, and then it shows you the characters doing the stuff. But it's not at all interactive.
It doesn't like
From what I can tell, I haven't played any of the actual because there's beginner, intermediate, advanced, and there's character specific ones. I've only tried the character specific one. So maybe
It
the
would-
beginner ones and that would
Yeah,
have
well,
been interactive.
I'll
I don't
check
think they
it
are.
out when I get a chance.
Yeah, and then there's the trials mode, which I've been hankering for. It's usually the first thing I do when I get a new fighting game.
Yeah, because that's the way you can learn that game very well,
So-
is by, like, forcing yourself to do 3 Hadoukens or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like I just figure out what characters I like the most, just generally by the combos that you learn through doing the trials mode.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be going through all of that tonight. Did a bit more Bloodborne as well. I've now surpassed the Games Link playthrough.
Yes, which we need to get back to and also get the other episodes up.
Yeah.
But time is of the essence.
Vicar Amelia, yo.
Like, we're still on episode 2. We've got 6.
Vicar Amelia sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Street Fighter 5,
Ah,
let's go into the news.
yeah.
Street Fighter 5's update obviously came out.
Yep.
But you said that the shop and everything they promised in March now just says unavailable. Pretty much.
The shop's the only grayed out option on the menu now. That didn't used to be the case, but
But
now it
like
is.
they promised like Alex in March and
Well, yeah. Yeah, basically it used to just tell you that this will be introduced in the free update in March.
yeah,
And now it's just
And-
said this option is unavailable.
we're getting close to the 31st of March. Getting close to the 1st of April.
Yeah.
But like a load of costumes got leaked.
Yeah.
I think they just data mined
they
them.
were all in there, yeah, so it's
The coolest one we saw was
they all look alright.
they all
The-
look
the
good.
only
I
one
like
don't like is
Ken.
Ken's.
I like Ken's.
I know I get what you mean when but
He looks better with short hair.
like I said, he looks too much like a bro, but you're like
I'm
that's
like-
what Ken is. And I
Yeah.
get what you mean, but that doesn't mean I have to like it.
No, that's true. But
I don't really
I
like Ken
think
that
we're
much
all-
to start with, so
I think we unanimously agreed that
Zangief is obviously the best one.
is the best one.
Being the wrestling fans that we are,
The Macho Man reference
yeah.
is nicely
big
done.
macho Zangief.
I'm a bit of a fan of Mika's.
Yes, the
This
lucha,
was good.
the lucha,
Lucha.
the conservatory boob window. You said.
Yep. That's not a boob window, it's a conservatory. I'll try and remember the other ones. I mean, Birdie was quite good.
Yeah,
I quite like that
I'll
one.
just buy them all anyway, and then pay for the characters.
Well, I mean, you'd be able to get them with standard in-game currency, won't
yeah,
you?
so
yeah.
that's what that'll be there for,
Yeah.
and then I'll buy the characters outright when I want them.
Yeah.
Like, there's no rush to get Alex.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not like I'm
the
going to
one.
be left in the dirt.
He's not the one I'm excited for, really. So
Are you excited for?
it
Is it
mainly
Jury?
like Jury. Yeah.
Shall we take the news from like? Other than that, we'll work our way back to the front with the news
So we're going
from the week just gone,
Okay.
oldest to newest.
right. Okay.
Sure.
Wii U sales in Japan surged 151% after Pokken Tournament released.
Oh, of course. Right. Yeah.
This comes from Famitsu, and then was reported by MCV, and then was also reported by GameSpot. So that's kind of big considering the Wii U is
On its last legs, maybe.
well, yeah, more news after this little bit, but
Oh,
which
I know what
involves
you're gonna get at. Yeah.
Nintendo denied, the Wii U production
Was ceasing.
was going to be ceased, which came from Nikkei, which is a Japanese newspaper.
Yeah.
The Nikkei report, they said in Japanese, the Nikkei report did not come from within our company. The company plans to continue production through and beyond the next fiscal year, which basically means, yo, March,
Yeah.
just get your Wii U's now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
You
the
probably got a Wii U already if you were gonna get
Yeah.
one. So.
but the sales. So I got the top 5 sales in Japan,
What in terms of?
like numbers and stuff.
Mm.
Pokken Tournament,
Yeah.
72,502.
Okay.
Very specific, these figures.
502. Don't forget the last two.
Digimon World, next
Oh, right.
order on
Oh.
the Vita,
Oh,
52,521.
they do like the Vita, don't they?
No.
Wasn't it?
There was the
opposite?
PSP
That was the one.
that they
yeah.
really liked.
Yeah.
The problem with Japan at the minute is that consoles and stuff have slowed to a crawl because
It's all mobile.
mobile. Yeah, they're all
Mobile.
going mobile,
Hmm.
mobile.
I was gonna
Tom
say we
Clancy's-
keep saying mobile.
Mobile. I like it when people say mobile.
No, I don't. I can't say that myself.
Tom Clancy's The Division
All right.
at number 3 with
I've forgotten
26,208.
all about it.
Mario and Sonic at the Rio Olympic Games.
Oh.
13,930. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD 9,435. But the console sales are certainly
Very
interesting.
specific, aren't they?
They're super specific because it's a small country that doesn't
I guess.
sell
Yeah, I guess.
as hot. Like I remember when like PSP sales would come out weekly and stuff like that. And it was always like in the 100,000s because it's like
numbers.
Monster Hunter was
Yeah, right.
hot shit, and then
That's
the
how it was,
3DS got Monster Hunter, and they,
Well, yeah.
Sony doesn't have Monster Hunter. They're not selling anything. PS4, 27,354. For the Wii U, 151% surge means 9,644 sold.
Oh.
That's not.
Oh.
Well, I guess that's a lot in terms of a Wii
like,
U sell.
comparatively,
Yeah,
sure.
comparatively.
But when you hear a surge of that number,
Yeah.
it's not.
Do you want to know how much the Xbox One sold last week?
Probably bugger all.
75.
Oh.
I love stories when people in those regions tell the press like how many Xboxes have sold.
Yeah.
It was like how many Xboxes sold in South Korea on launch day, and someone went like
9.
Yeah, I think it was like lower than double figures.
Wow.
Like they had
Like-
this huge setup and everything, and no one.
Over in Asian countries and
Yes.
such, like, I know it doesn't sell great. Is it actually stocked very much?
Stocked as much as Microsoft need it to be stocked.
Right.
Like the pictures that were coming out of South Korea when the news hit that they sold like 9 units in this massive chain store.
So, yeah.
It was like, it was a big green monolith of, it was like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
look, Xbox One.
Look.
But like Japanese stores will like stock them at the bottom of the shelves
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. Like they don't sell. That's why Microsoft at the start of the 360's life had those 4 JRPGs come out. Blue Dragon, Lost Odyssey.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't remember.
Shit, there was the other one.
Was there the Sega one? Or...
They were all Square Enix
Oh, right.
based
Yeah.
sort of things.
I know what ones you mean, though.
Blue Dragon was alright. Lost Odyssey was okay.
Yeah, I've heard. They were fine, yeah.
But yeah, it's weird. And speaking of like video games in Japan, there's a lot of Japanese news here.
Oh.
Weirdly,
Well, we got to target that.
that hot Japanese audience
Yeah.
that we have.
Japanese, yeah. Of course.
So Sony-
bilingual Japanese
Yeah.
people.
Do
because-
you think we've got a Japanese viewer?
No, I've seen the
Listener?
statistics. We're mostly British.
Think
Wait.
we've ever had a Japanese listener?
Maybe.
Do you want a fun fact?
Go on.
When I formed my first band, or at least the first band that we actually publicised on Facebook and stuff,
Yeah.
we made the page, and so we put all the information and stuff. There was nothing up on the page. We'd not even shared the page out with our friends, so no one knew that page existed, and we got 1 like from a strange person in Japan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We went through the profile. It didn't seem to be a bot.
Oh.
So some Japanese
across it
person
somehow.
found us.
He just
so
likes guitars and heavy metal.
Yeah, so they were our first fan, our oldest and most dedicated fan. I wonder if they still like the page now.
You should go back and check.
Despite it being inactive for about 2 years.
You should go back and look. We'll check afterwards. Sony created a new division within themselves
Uh-huh.
to create smartphone
But I
games.
thought
Oh.
Ubisoft made the division.
Yeah. Forward Works is focusing on established IP for Japan and Asia, possible Western releases later.
Mobile.
They're
making mobile games.
making mobile games.
It's the future, man.
Yeah, it's weird, but then I also understand like Sony are going, oh god, the PlayStation Vita is bombed.
Yep.
Like, Digimon World, the next order on the Vita is the reason why 106 PlayStation Vita TVs sold. So I understand where they're going with this, where it's like, all right, if they're not going to come to us, we'll go to them. And they have the PlayStation app. You can easily, they've had the PlayStation Mobile store thing that you could download for a while. I think they shut that down.
I don't know.
So they'll probably just boot them into Google Play and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was looking at someone's conversation from 84 Play because like Miitomo, someone wrote an article about I can't remember where it was, but they were writing about Miitomo, which actually launches in the West on March 31st.
Oh, cool.
Along with Nintendo's new prize platform rewards point things.
My Nintendo
Yeah.
thing or whatever it's called. The new Club Nintendo.
Yeah. So where was I going with this?
We were talking about Miitomo.
So someone said like, oh yeah, Miitomo is going to make Nintendo a buttload of cash because it's like,
Nintendo in the mobile market.
I think it's John Riccardi, I want to say. I can't remember. I spelled his name wrong. Yes, it was John Riccardi. Was saying like, yeah, Miitomo didn't even break the top 150 on highest, like on the iOS lists.
Did they push it out hard, Nintendo, or was it just kind of like
and in Japan it's lots of people are using it, but it's just not broken.
Yeah,
like when you consider what's on those lists.
That's true.
Puzzle and Dragons, Monster Strike.
Yeah.
Millions of clones.
Yeah, of course.
Like you're gonna struggle in Japan.
Yeah.
They'll probably do better over here. They'll fare well over here. Like
Jelly Crush Candy.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Gummy Bear Crush.
It's interesting to look at like Japanese mobile games because they're always that elevated above in quality.
All right.
Like, I have something to show you guys afterwards, but there's a game coming out. It's a social game. So this is how I get, this is the first thing my girlfriend sends to me on a Tuesday afternoon, on a Tuesday morning.
What this is going to be like.
It's got anime girls in it.
What does that say about her?
It's got anime girls in it.
Yeah.
Let me just bring up.
You're going to read like a synopsis?
Yes.
Like a...
Yes, because
blurb?
I was like trying to figure out what the fuck this thing was.
How does she come across this stuff, Joel?
Because she's a huge nerd and she finds these things.
Dork.
And she likes cute anime girls. She's got to get through all the creepy shit she sent me. She sent me the creepiest fucking anime shows going, and I was like, oh god. Like, one of the videos is literally called All Shiki Deaths.
Shiki Deaths?
It's about vampires that move into a town and they get brutally murdered by the townspeople.
Oh.
The video she sent me, one of the deaths is they run over the arm of a vampire to trap her.
Yeah.
And then she's screaming, and she's like, ah!
Yeah.
And then they run over her head with a tractor, and then they stab her in the heart.
Oh. Yeah. Gotta get that last bit in the sake of them.
So, I can't remember the name. Shit, what's the name of the thing? Bear with me.
Okay.
Bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves.
I mean, like... She showed us that tank thing before everyone else seemed to latch onto it as well.
Oh, that? Yep,
That's
we're
taken
going to be
off.
playing that. I've been watching that.
What tank?
The tank dating sim.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, so that got...
Oh, they showed us that before. I saw that on the internet everywhere else.
that recently got played on...
Is it Giant Bomb?
Yes, Giant Bomb. They played it the best moment of this year so far.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Gerstmann literally turns around and goes, yo, fuck that tank. Right. This game
Yep.
is called
I'm excited.
Uma Musume Pretty Derby.
That means nothing to me.
It is a game about racing horses that have been transformed. The story is... Here's the synopsis I found. The story is about 18 anthropomorphic horses that are transformed into girls, and the remains of being a horse is just the tail and hairy ears.
Of course.
As you watch the PV, this project gives you an idea of the game concept, which is to train horses and compete in with other users' horses.
Wait, so you still race the girls?
So I have to show you the trailer. I'll have to show. Shall I show you the trailer now, live on
Okay,
air?
sure. I'll come around to the other microphone.
Yeah. Okay.
Hang on. Right, I'll have to get it up because I'm gonna have to get it up because it's certainly a thing.
Do you ride them?
Right, we'll be back in 1 second. Alright, this is a bit of a weird thing because it's mostly visual, but if you would like the video, it will be in the... nowhere. Just search it, you'll find it.
If you want it that bad, it can't be that hard to find. Right.
This is a minute and 40. It's the preview for the game. It's
Yeah.
not even
Okay.
like it's just the concept of what the game will be.
Okay.
It looks like an anime. I am a horse, I presume.
Mhm.
At this point. Oh my god!
So
What?
so it's literally girls with horses and ears,
What?
horse tails and ears,
What?
running.
It's just like
What?
athletics mixed with horse racing.
Yeah. And look, they're doing the anime things.
Oh, oh, it's too Japanese. Oh my god.
So my favourite bit is coming up.
Oh, what?
This
Are they
bit,
gonna do a kiss?
lesbian horses.
Oh, great. Oh god.
This is amazing.
Oh, fuck. Fuck. Ah.
This is the best. This is the best. So here's Harley's choice of horse coming up in 1 second. She likes it because he does the crazy eyes.
Oh, right, yeah. It's just the most concentrated Japanese thing ever.
It's amazing, and I'm going to play the fuck out of it.
I'd be very curious to see it, yeah.
So this got a stage like it was like a big thing. They put it on a stage, like revealed it like like press conference style because this company Cygames is like huge in Japan.
Yeah.
They've like a couple big games over there.
How did they come up with this idea?
Look,
This is what greeted me at 9 o'clock this morning.
I can do it, right? So get quirky thing to do.
Shall we write one?
There's like an equation.
Right now?
There's like an equation, right? Get quirky situation / location
Okay.
Yeah.
plus teenage girls
Yeah.
Yeah.
plus other kind of somewhat furry mammal.
Right. Let's make one.
Plus
Right.
equals together. You got a Japanese
Okay.
game. Go.
Eat right. Right. We're gonna make one right now.
A load
Quirky
of
situation.
a newsroom.
Yes.
In
A newspaper.
Writing for Vogue magazine.
something like that, like a fashion magazine.
Yeah.
And they're all pandas,
Yep.
but they've been turned into humans.
Panda girls.
So they've all got panda
So,
clothes.
They've
so
got the
they've
big-
got ears and black
They've got the
eyes.
big
Yeah.
eyes. Yeah.
They're all like ex-bears, but
Yeah.
they're all bears at one point, but now they're humans.
And it's called Pause for Thought.
Yeah. But no, it's like got to have like some like pause for thought. It's like pause for thought : Pretty
Journey into Destiny.
No, Journey into Destiny of the Pretty Magazine Ladies.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. And it'll be the best thing, and we'll make £1 million.
Yep. We're gonna make all the yen.
All the yen.
We're gonna get $1 million yen.
And also, so the game consists of you tapping on the girls to make sure that they're happy enough to write the articles, and then also dressing them up and taking photo shoots.
Sure. Something's got to go on the front page.
And Harley then showed me another anime that she was watching when she was like 16 or something.
Are you telling me the thing we came up with is real?
No.
Oh.
So the idea I have now is
My
like
drink
marketing.
open.
is marketing stuff. It's over there.
Yeah.
Is marketing stuff. So we have a cross-brand
Okay.
like production thing, where the costumes in the game are designed by a Japanese brand, and they put them on sale, and that boosts our sales because people want the new clothes.
Real clothes.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a thing
Made
that
from
I
real
found.
bears.
Made from real bears, and you get a little bear with it.
can just
Cosplaying
imagine-
Horse Girl Simulator is going to be the easiest thing ever.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Is that better be the name when it translates over here?
What?
Horse Girl Simulator.
No, it won't be that. This will be Pretty Derby.
Oh.
It probably won't come out over
No,
here.
it won't.
No, it'll be one of those.
There'll be fan
I
translations.
can't wait for how much energy is expended in this. Like, how much money you have to spend on energy and stuff.
So it's a mobile game.
It's a mobile game.
Mobile game.
Mobile game. Mobile games, they're huge.
I don't know why I just assumed it was on PC.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know those NX controllers, speaking of Nintendo and
Oh
stuff?
yeah, it's not real.
They're not real at all.
No.
We're in a new age of hoaxes. The new age. Did you? So the first one that got leaked was like a Photoshop or something,
Mm.
like a 3D Photoshop and
Yeah.
put in whatever. But the next one was very elaborate.
Hmm.
So this guy uploaded this picture of this controller on a desk, and it was this oval thing,
Yeah.
and it was just like a screen
Yeah,
with
I'm
two
pretty sure I
nubs
saw
and
it,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Did you see the picture of it?
No.
Did you not see the fake?
Still looking at.
It did look pretty cool.
It
Horse
looks
girls.
cool, and people were freaking out. People were proper freaking out.
Hmm.
There's no D-pad. How's this gonna work? I just don't understand.
Built me by Nintendo.
So it sort of looked like that,
Mm-hmm.
but without the handles.
Okay.
So we're in the new age of hoaxes now, because the guy who went on to design the last fake
Right.
owns a company in Finland, I think.
Yeah.
He's called Frank Sandqvist. He owns CNC Design in Finland. That's
Okay.
it. That was the
Okay.
one that leaked.
Yeah.
He 3D printed
Ah.
the controller and then used his company, it's like lasers,
Yeah, yeah. Oh shit.
to design this, and
That's
like
a lot of effort to go.
a lot of effort went into this hoax. Like, he did it as just like, look what I can do.
Yeah.
But then put it up, and it was like, I'll just see how many people run it as the news.
Yeah.
And, stuff. And it's like,
Shit.
we're in the new age. That's it. We're fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
Who
what's
can
a
we
hoax?
trust?
Yeah. What's a hoax?
Yeah.
What's not? I don't know.
That's true. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But like, it's all based off the patents that Nintendo registered.
Oh yeah, a while back. Yeah.
But like, I recommend everyone go look at how he designed it and stuff like that. There was like a lot of effort went in.
Yeah. Is there is there an actual thing that?
Yeah,
that
he shows like the making of it
Oh right, that's
and
pretty
stuff. It's really cool.
Cool. Yeah.
But also,
3D printing's
fucked.
cool in general.
but then like all the concepts that were coming out of it
Hmm.
with people like going, oh, actually, that'd be very interesting if Nintendo just released this oval thing with two nubs on it. Like, how would they do controlling and
Yeah.
stuff like that? And like, is this a screen? So like, people like After Effectsing the new Zelda game
Oh right.
on-
Onto the screen.
onto the
thing.
screen and stuff like
I
that.
kind of assumed that the middle bit was like a touchscreen.
Yeah, so it's like, but
Hmm.
they would say like the whole thing would be the screen
Okay.
and the nubs,
Yeah.
and so like,
You should
and
like,
then people were
the
like,
example
oh,
of-
but then there's that technology that's out there for some phones and some devices where it raises up, like little nubs will raise up out of the screen, so there's a tactile feel to it.
What?
So
That's
they were
pretty
like, oh,
crazy.
that would be that's how you would get by doing a D-pad.
Yeah. Wow.
But obviously this
Whoa.
would be really fucking expensive.
Yeah.
But if this is like, if the controller is the console, like they can just say £300.
Mm.
There you go, and also here's an adapter if you want it.
Yeah.
Put it in your TV.
All very intriguing.
Very intriguing. I don't know, like the
It'll
ideas
be
that were
cool to
coming
see
out of
what-
this hoax
Mm.
were really cool,
Yeah.
but also very worrying for like people who just want a regular controller.
Yeah. You probably
Pokemon-
learned to not expect that from Nintendo anymore.
Yeah, like, there's going to be a gimmick with this thing.
Yeah.
Pokemon Sun and Moon footage apparently coming on April 3rd.
Ooh.
WrestleMania.
Day.
So it'll be very exciting.
Yeah.
The Wall Street Journal is now making reports that the PS4K
Oh yeah.
is actually real,
It's a thing.
and it will be announced before October, which is
great. I
coincides.
just got one.
Yeah, I would be pissed off because I've had this one less than a year.
Sticking it in my
If-
screen.
If the PS4K is optional
Hmm.
and I can just carry
I
on
can
like
still
a
play
lesser
my
con-
regular old
If I
PS4
can-
stuff.
if I can play every game that came out on the PS4's
Yeah.
library from now,
Yeah.
you know, until it dies, whatever, I'll be fine.
So well and good.
I'll be fine. I'll probably buy a PS4K when it's released. I'm an idiot.
I would
What can I say? I'm an
It
idiot. I
would
need the
very
latest
much
toy.
depend on how much return I could get on trading in a PS4 for it.
Exactly. But at
Yeah.
the same time, I'm a fucking idiot. So
Just can't help yourself.
I can't help myself. So yeah, they announced they didn't announce anything. The existing PS4 players owners would need to buy the new model to take full advantage of enhanced graphics and power. Though it is likely that the current model and the coming one would share the same software catalog. So basically, don't worry yourselves. If you
Yeah.
want more power and better graphics, sure.
Do it.
But also, you're not going to be able to afford a TV that can output 4K for a while anyway.
That's it, yeah.
But I think it just means like games like, the one from the guys who did Killzone, the lady in the robot dinosaurs. Horizon, yeah,
That's
that
the
will probably
one.
run at like 60 or whatever instead
yeah.
of what is predicted at 30 or
Sure.
something.
Right.
Basically, games would probably look like they do in trailers and stuff.
Yeah.
More often than not. Reports are coming out from various places
Mm.
that Call of Duty is going to be in space this year.
Wow.
The next, I say, logical step.
Well,
Suppose.
so it's Infinity Ward this year, and
They like to change things up.
Ghosts was not a
I said-
change up.
Well,
Ghosts was a step back from
still changing it.
the way they changed it. They added a dog.
Yeah.
Infinity Ward has slowly become the B team.
You will care about this dog.
Infinity Ward have found themselves almost becoming not even the B team, becoming the C team.
Oh, behind the
Of Call
multiplayer
of
people
Duty.
as well.
Like
What do you mean?
Sorry. No. So, like, if you think about the last 3 Call of Duty games that came out, was Call of Duty Ghosts, which was panned for being too similar to Modern Warfare, not taking the next logical leaps and bounds that Call of Duty needed, kind of hunkering down on, like, especially when Black Ops 2 was like futuristic stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
It's like, this is what you like.
This is what you like. This is what we've always done. Look at this. And it's like, oh god,
Yeah.
no, you guys missed the point. And then Sledgehammer
Yeah.
had Advanced Warfare,
Hmm.
which was fucking amazing. And then there's Black Ops 3,
Yeah.
which wasn't especially great
Yeah.
campaign wise, but at least it changed things up enough.
I suppose so, yeah.
It was hardly unless outside of like shoot the dudes, you know, and leveling up and you know stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's almost unrecognizable as a Call of Duty game,
Hmm.
except you know once it became a Call of Duty game, like powers and like robots
Right.
and like choose your loadout for
Yeah,
which
yeah.
unlock new powers and magic and everything's
Wait, what?
crazy. Fuck.
Magic.
Black Ops 3 is deeper than it looks. Like, once you start getting deeper into like, it tells you where it's located, that mission, stuff like that, and it blacks stuff out and like all the text behind it. So it's like loads of like Matrix style like letters and stuff like that going up behind it and stuff like that. Apparently it reveals a lot more, like it starts like foreshadowing stuff that you will not be able to recognize unless you like you take screenshots and stuff like that of those bits and pieces all look really closely, where it's like this is all a dream, this is all fake and stuff like that. It's like
What the
break the walls down. Y2K.
Yep.
So yeah, but then like Call of Duty in space, so Ghosts had a space section.
It did.
Which
How do you have a dog in space? Did you have the dog in space?
No.
Oh.
It would be
It was
cool
Crypto,
to have
the super dog.
Oh. That was a hot show. I got home. I demanded my mum take me home quicker so I could watch the Bat Dog episode of Crypto
Mom.
the Dog. I had no interest in that show except for Bat Dog.
Damn it, Mom, this isn't time for home and
Yeah.
away. Fucking Crypto's on.
Valve have been found guilty in Australia
Valve.
for breaching consumer law.
Oh.
Consumers were not entitled to a refund for digitally downloaded games purchased from Valve via the Steam website or Steam client. In any circumstances, Valve have excluded statutory guarantees and or warranties that goods would be of acceptable quality, and Valve have restricted or modified statutory guarantees and or warranties of acceptable quality.
Wow.
Basically, they're in big trouble
in
in Australia. Not that like it's going to like harm them
No.
in grand scale of things, but
it's a pain in the bum.
yep,
Australia really take it to gamers, don't they?
Yeah. A lot of the time.
Yeah.
And so Shadow of Mordor 2 has leaked through Stunt Double's resume.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh my god, yes. So
Which would be
sick.
fucking amazing.
Fucking love that game.
Um,
We didn't do Game of the Year stuff for the first
no,
year
but
we did
that
stuff.
was
That would've been
our.
up there.
We were all hype on that.
think
I
we're
never
pretty-
finished it, but I was pretty fucking hype
Yeah, I
on it.
finished it.
Ending was actually a little disappointing.
Oh, the ending of the actual story.
Story-wise, yeah, but
The last
rest
mission
of the
was pretty
game,
cool, but the
made
The
up
game
for
was
it.
mess story wise anyway. I was there to fucking slice orcs.
Well,
and
yeah, the what was it called? Nemesis stuff.
Nemesis stuff
Oh,
was
yeah.
like,
Especially
it's
how
like-
your like worst enemy comes back right at the end, and you
Yeah.
got to fight him at the end, and so it'll
And-
be different for everyone.
yeah, and then
really
it's
cool.
like, and then it's also like, none of that got used in Batman Arkham Knight, which would have been fucking amazing.
I think I remember us kind of predicting that they would do something
Yeah.
like that in
Yeah.
future, but no,
Nope.
it's not been done, and it was a
Which
really
I-
cool system.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
think we talked about maybe with like crime bosses and
Yeah,
stuff
exactly.
like that.
Yeah,
like, who you gonna have manipulate the
Yeah.
system?
Falcons, Maronis.
Will this
Yeah.
be Shadow of Mordor 2, or will this be
So at the
Middle
minute,
Earth?
Something
at the minute,
else,
something
yeah.
else?
at the minute, it's just called Shadow of Mordor 2.
Okay,
Will it
'cause-
on
continue
this
the
person's
Italian
resume.
story?
Yeah, because I think I can
Because it
remember
did leave it open, I
saying
think.
that, well, the fact that they called it Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor kind
Yeah.
of implied that maybe
Middle Earth was going to be like
Middle
a
Earth is
prefix.
this new
Yeah.
series. and Shadow of Mordor
I
is the
also
first game in that series,
think
so-
they needed a recognizable name
Oh, sure.
for the game,
Other than Shadow.
other than Shadow of Mordor,
I guess so.
because you can't slap on Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you
Because it's
can't
not
slap on Lord of the Rings to the
really.
Hobbit,
No.
so it's like this has to be its own thing within.
The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, The Battle of the
J.R.R.
Five Armies.
Tolkien's Shadow of Mordor.
Like
Make him the new Tom Clancy, yeah.
I mean, they're both cold and dead, so.
Oh. Tolkien's Shadow of Mordor.
And then Killer Instinct 3 Season 3 is getting a single player mode called Shadow Lords.
It
They've
sounds
described
like a
it
story
as
mode.
part ladder, part arcade mode, part story mode, and part roguelike.
Blah. Well, I mean,
This comes from GameSpot.
ladder and arcade mode are essentially the same thing.
Yeah, well,
Um,
in Shadow Lords, you're tasked with beating Gargos before
Oh,
his
Gargos.
invasion of Earth is complete. You'll choose a character as your main
okay.
and put together a team of fighters from the Killer Instinct roster. Iron Galaxy says Shadow Lords will also receive new content as new characters are added to the game.
Sounds pretty cool.
And Mira and Gargos are scheduled for June and July.
Yeah.
I don't know what order that they're coming in, but also like this
Gargos was-
sort of like doubles down on the leak that happened with General Ram.
Oh yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
probably going to be in it.
No, Gargos was the boss from the first game, I believe.
Hmm.
So I'm interested to see what he looks like.
And then supposedly the big news, like the big controversy,
What?
the butt pose on Tracer
Oh,
has been taken out of Overwatch.
gosh darn it.
Oh no!
Where am I going to see butts now?
Today was just a day of people like the Americans going, "Huh, butts! Butts is a
Lol.
cool word to say! Ooh, butts, butts, butts!" And it's just like, fuck off! The
But-
lot of you! What, you've made this bigger, like, one half of you have made this bigger than it should be, and one of you, and the other half have just gone like,
Lol
we're
butts.
better than everybody. It's just like, fuck off.
It's
Just,
Mika all over again.
Arse.
yeah, and then like, oh, fuck. I just hated it so much because it was just like,
Censorship things are always a bit like this when it
but
comes
it's not
to
even
sexual
censorship,
things.
it's just a developer going,
Basically.
no, because it's just a developer going,
Turn
we
something
don't
out 'cause
really
it's
like,
too sexy.
it's not even that. Blizzard's official line of thought is, alright, we're not, that actually makes sense towards this character, we're not happy
Oh,
with
sure,
this,
yeah.
so we're taking it out.
Hmm.
And then Star Ocean also is changing the panties of a character so that they're not visible in the West to cater to the Western audiences, and people are freaking out because the virtual panties,
My drawn-on panties.
my pantaloons.
God damn
Oh,
it.
no! Whereas, and then it's like, oh god, ugh.
This is how
I
you
want to
always-
have a boner when I'm playing my fucking video game.
I just want to see some ass.
The train of thought that you have to have with these things is, if you didn't know they were going to be there, would you be clamoring to be able
Yeah.
to see the character's panties? Would you sit there?
Mate, it's the only reason I'm getting Overwatch is to see Tracer's butt.
Come on, people have literally said they're cancelling their pre-order because of this. Because they're idiots! They're all fucking idiots!
It's like we were saying. It was like, there's gonna be a model viewer in the game.
If you want to
Just zoom
see
in
her
on the
ass,
ass.
just wait 2 weeks. Someone will have ripped the models, put them into Source Filmmaker, and made some porno with Liara and Samus Aran, and inflated their ass so big that it's like, whoa! And then you can jack off over if you want.
Should
Go
we
on
get-
DeviantArt. I bet there's some porn on there already.
Should be getting fucked by Winston, the gorilla.
Yes! And people will go mad for it!
Big black gorilla cock.
He's a scientist. He knows his ways around a woman.
Oh, with his Gerildo.
That was a callback. Oh, I love it.
I fucking hate
How
human
is this
beings.
the second time we've discussed gorilla cock?
Gorildos.
I fucking hate human beings.
Oh,
But
God.
Gorildos, however. Oh, I saw Batman versus Superman this weekend.
I didn't. I was going to, but
Don't.
it was like, well, we could sit here and do nothing all day and be lazy, or we could get up, get ready, and shower and everything to go see a potentially pretty bad movie.
It's horrific.
So,
I am struggling to write a review for it because I keep going into a rant about Zack Snyder ruining things.
I saw one person say on Facebook that they legitimately walked out of it.
So,
And that's not even...
I mean, it's a long ass
They weren't
film.
even like a comic
So,
fan
2.5
person.
hours.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Ben Affleck is good as Batman and Bruce Wayne,
That was the main thing I heard.
but
Po-
he's
like,
trapped,
positively speaking.
Yeah, but he is trapped within a shit script, and Zack Snyder
Yeah.
has grip over this. For some reason, DC have given Zack Snyder, even though he fucked up on Man of Steel and he fucked up Watchmen. The last good movie Zack Snyder made was 300,
Yeah, 300's pretty good.
and even then, that's just a spectacle. There's
I was going to
nothing
say,
to
and
it.
that's just because it's like gratuitous.
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah.
There's nothing to it at
Yeah,
all.
It's just
Sucker
good,
Punch was shit.
good fun. I was meant to see Sucker Punch, but I
Sucker
never
Punch.
did.
Sucker Punch is shite.
I got there too late. And my friends had already gone and fucking seen it.
Oh.
See, the thing that got me about it is I watched the Half in the Bag review for it,
Yes.
and they mentioned the basically, spoiler alert here for anyone.
Yep, spoilers
The,
all around here.
I don't care.
The,
Yeah.
the
Well,
whole-
I can't tell you the plot anyway because it makes no fucking sense.
But they mentioned the whole reason that Batman and Superman stop fighting and become friends.
It's because
It's because their mums have the same name. I was watching the Half in the Bag review,
Don't
and
hold
they
it in,
said
Joel.
that,
You'll get cancer
and
or something.
And I laughed because I thought they were joking.
no.
and then they kept going on about it, and then I went to Wikipedia
To go look.
and read the synopsis, and it was actually there.
Yeah. Like, it's even foreshadowed in the movie. They spend time foreshadowing it. There are dream sequences in this movie that are supposed to, like, maybe hint towards the future of what's going to happen in Justice League and
Right,
stuff like that.
okay.
Like, as Superman taken over and the Flash appears suddenly and then disappears again.
Oh.
But it's not the Flash from the TV
No,
show
it's
that
a
everyone
different guy,
wants.
yeah.
It's a different guy.
Yeah.
Aquaman's in it for 5 seconds.
Actual Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Khal Drogo, Aqua Drogo,
Yeah.
But like, and then the guy who's
Seahorse Lord.
Carl-man.
and then the director who is directing Aquaman, has come out and said, because of the negative reaction towards Batman and Superman, he's come out and said, "Oh, my movie's going to be fun, but not Zack Snyder's type of fun." It's
It's a good way of putting it, I guess. Of spinning
Batman beats the shit out of Superman with a sink.
it. Nice.
That's a major bit in the fight. They follow Batman with the camera ripping off a sink and whacking Superman over the head with it.
That sounds good.
Because he's vulnerable to kryptonite and porcelain.
And oh my god,
Batman was prepared. He
and there's
laced that sink.
like Lois Lane, in like a desperate attempt to help Superman, throws this kryptonite spear Batman's made
Oh.
into this water to get rid of
And
it.
then in the next scene goes back to fetch it.
Because obviously she knows that Doomsday is weak to kryptonite because he's made out of Zod.
He's a Kryptonian. Sort of. I mean,
He's made out of Zod. Did you
Yeah.
see Man of Steel?
fuck no. But I know
So,
that Zod's dead, and that it
Superman
seems like
snapped
Lex
Zod's
Luthor's
neck.
made Doomsday out of Zod.
Jesse Eisenberg's Luthor. Whoever said Jesse Eisenberg would make a good Luthor and not a good Joker?
This is the worst sort of. I hear this is the worst part of the film.
Jesse
Is
Eisenberg
Jesse
is
Eisenberg.
the worst part of the movie. Worse than Henry Cavill as Superman.
Oh.
Like, Henry Cavill has no charisma about him in these movies.
Mm.
Like, I don't know why, because he's apparently super charismatic in Man from U.N.C.L.E. and The Tudors.
It looks like it.
Like, he has acting chops.
He wants
But as soon
Superman
as
to
you-
be stoic.
But Superman's not stoic. He's friendly and nice.
He's a nice
and he
guy.
flies and he's bright colours. All they have to do is watch Supergirl.
Yeah.
Because I watched the Supergirl Flash
That show.
crossover.
Yeah.
Because I've no connection to the show. I was just like, let's see what. And it's like, whoa, Supergirl's making jokes.
Yeah.
She's got the same muted colours that Man of Steel has.
Sure.
But she's
there's
making jokes. She's
character.
lively. She's got character to it. That isn't a murderous fucker. Superman comes and saves Lois Lane and drives this terrorist through 3 or 4 walls, and it's never mentioned whether, like, and then they just call it collateral damage.
Sweep it under the rug.
Oh god, and it's just Superman doesn't like.
It's the fact that everything he does, he looks so miserable as
He
well.
looks so miserable. Like,
It's like, oh, I'm bringing down a plane. I'm not going to smile.
like, yeah,
and
half in the
so-
bag. Like, they said this. Like, there's a sequence of montage, like, of Superman doing heroic things. Superman has no action sequences of his
Superman doing
own.
Superman things.
Yeah, like he has no action sequences
Right.
of his own
Yeah.
in this movie, except for the terrorist scene
Sure.
at the very start. He has nothing of his own. He's always in the like anything action-wise he's doing is fighting Batman,
Yeah.
or with Wonder Woman and Batman and Doomsday
Of
on the
course,
screen.
yeah.
He's never by himself. And it's like there's this montage like of Superman saving things and like doing things Superman usually does, you know? He saved a person from a fire building and stuff.
Sure.
And it's like Superman's there like this, like why?
I guess you're safe now. I have this burden, but
Whereas
no one else
Batman
is, gonna do
is fucking gleeful, murdering people. What does Batman not do? Because one of the most famous things he says is like, if he killed the Joker, if he killed any of his supervillains, he'd no better than them, and what's to stop him from just murdering everybody? Because he's the best fucking fighter on the planet.
Yup.
Like, he can beat Superman in a fight. Like, once Superman's like on his level, because he knows how to. He knows how to fight.
Yeah.
Superman knows how to throw a punch. He fights like someone who's grown up in like a country.
He's like Braun Strowman.
Yes, and Batman. And
Even
Batman,
to the tattoo.
Country boy.
Even the tattoo.
Whereas Batman is AJ Styles.
Wow.
Like, they're on another level.
I think the thing with Superman is part of the appeal of Superman is him generally saving people.
It's him
Like,
being Superman.
He's OP.
It's not
why
just
he's-
about a big personal fight with a villain. To have a good Superman scene, to have a good Superman action scene, he doesn't even need to be against a villain. You can literally just have a plane crashing and him fucking catching it.
But like, and those
that's
scenes,
likeable.
and those scenes are in the movie. But like, he's miserable doing it, and they're gone within 5
And
seconds.
they're in slow motion.
They're in slow
as well.
motion, and it's literally 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, not even that. Like, it's like 5 minutes of the movie. But like, I always say this: they've ruined Superman.
I mean,
by not taking reference from one of the two of the best like 2 or 3 of the best Superman stories of all time. All-Star Superman, where Superman is dying,
Right.
and he basically is like, all right, here's my secret identity, Lois Lane.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Here's
All that,
the cave. Here's the Fortress of Solitude,
All right.
etc., etc. It's just a really fucking good Superman story.
Okay.
And Superman for All Seasons, which not a lot of people reference, but is the greatest Superman story of all time, because it deals with like Superman pretty early, not early on, but like, in the same situation Man of Steel, like he is in Man of Steel and this movie, where he's still coming to grips with being Superman. There's even a sequence that mimics sort of
Right.
For All Seasons, where he goes back home because he's upset. Like in For All Seasons, he goes back home because he's just like, am I doing a good job as Clark Kent? Am I doing a good job as Superman? And it, like, Lex Luthor's in it, and it's like an early Lex Luthor, so he still has the ginger hair, which is they actually got right with Jesse Eisenberg. He has ginger hair because he gets it shaved or he loses his hair, whatever the story is. They shave his head off. They shave his hair. They shave his hair off at the end because he gets put in jail.
Oh, I see.
And no one takes into account, like, Superman's great. Like, all right, great. He saved the day. He's OP. He destroys everything. He saves the day. Whatever.
By destroying everything.
Or he uses his superpowers against them. Like he freezes the guns, or he lasers them out of his. He does Superman things.
Yep. Super things.
But you need to have a human element there. That's the thing about Superman that they're missing. Is like, and they sort of like hint at it in this movie, but they completely gloss over it because Superman gets murdered at the end.
Oh.
In a sudden like last second, like, oh, that Death of Superman bit from the comics that was really good with Doomsday. Do that, and it's like, and then there's a shit ton of Jesus iconography.
Oh.
Batman and Wonder Woman stand over him. The clouds part, and there's a light shines down on him. Harley pointed out some of the rocks in the back look like crosses. And then he's buried at the end.
I want him to float into the sky.
And then he's buried at the end. And then it's like a few days later, and the casket starts to shake.
3 days later.
And the casket starts to shake. Like Harley said, like, is Justice League going to take place 3 days later, and Superman's just going to rise from the dead? The movie's horrific.
Does he have like an Undertaker moment where his hand just bursts
Like
through
a
the
carrot
ground?
I wish that happened. I wish that happened because that would have been entertaining. Like, there's 5 minutes of that movie that are. I turned to Harley and I went, "This is the movie I want. This is the thing I want," which is Batman solo doing doing Batman. Sorry,
The security guard.
Security guard. He just couldn't like grasp.
He was
that
like
there was three.
looking and was like, "Is there 3? Oh, there might be
It
3."
might be 3, maybe not. But there's 5 minutes in this movie where Batman. It's in the trailers. It's where Batman is beating up those goons in like the warehouse looking
Oh,
thing,
sure, yeah.
and Alfred drops him off with the Batwing, which is 2 hours into the movie.
Oh.
The first hour and a half is literally Bruce Wayne doing some detective work, which is cool.
Sure.
But then it's like
People like that aspect.
miserable
of Batman.
Superman, Lex Luthor.
Superman's on trial.
It's just so fucking stupid, and it's so long. And there's this 5 minutes where Batman does something exciting,
Yeah.
and then because there's like a 10-minute car chase in this movie where Batman murders like 20 odd people with cannons. He shoots like a rope into a car, drags it around with him, does a like a little turn, and then slams the car with the Batmobile at full velocity onto a car with 5 goons in it,
Jesus.
crushing them.
Jesus.
Vans explode, people die.
They may be broken. They have broken necks and brain damage, but they're not dead.
The
So
fucking
Batman's
car
rules are
explodes
okay.
with them in it. and then so there's this 5 minutes and I'm like, oh my god, someone must have taken over the script or whatever and rewritten this, because Batman's not murdering people. He's brutally injuring them,
Sure.
because it's a Batman based off Dark Knight Returns.
He won't
franchise.
kill them, but he doesn't have to save them.
Well, yeah, like, but then like, and then he stabs someone.
Because you didn't get that. That's an actual quote from Batman Begins.
Mm-hmm.
I won't kill you,
Okay.
but I don't have to save you.
Which
And
is
then
like
he
a
dies.
line. Yeah, which is a line they take. Which is a line they take very literally. But except then they murder people. He murders people. So this scene's going great. You know, Batman's doing Batman shit. Like Alfred's got control of the Batwing as like a drone, and like Alfred's great in this movie.
Alfred's almost always pretty good in one.
It's Jonathan Irons.
Yeah, Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
Jeremy Irons.
Yes.
Jonathan Irons is the villain of Advanced Warfare.
Oh. Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. And it's great. And then Batman stabs someone.
Oh.
And then Batman does the thing from The Dark Knight Returns where he bursts through the wall and grabs the dude with the machine gun, and then shoots the guy with the flamethrower who's going to burn Martha Kent. Shoots the flamethrower, so it explodes, covers her, and then there's a moment of like humor, which none of the movie never fucking has throughout it until
felt
this
like a
very
random
moment.
moment.
I'm a friend of your son's. Oh, I noticed because of the cape. Yeah.
Ha!
And it's like, other than you murdering everybody in the room, again, after deliberately not, because it's based off Dark Knight Returns Batman,
Yeah,
where like
of
the
course.
best line, the best line to describe that by is, 2 best lines in that movie to like describe it by, is he doesn't use guns because he sees them as a coward's weapon, and he snaps a gun in 2. In the comic, he snaps the gun in 2 over his leg. And when he first comes back onto the scene and the police find him, and the younger cop goes, "You just crippled that man. He's young. He'll walk again." Which is excellent Batman, because it's an older Batman, because Ben Affleck's way older now.
Yeah.
He's in his 40s.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
He looks older, yeah.
It's fine to have a Batman that's a bit more violent because he's older.
He's got no time for this
He's
shit.
got no time for like messing about and stuff
Yeah.
anymore. He has to be a bit more brutal,
Yeah,
otherwise he's
he's
going
a
to die.
Grizzled vet.
Like, someone shoots him in the back of the head,
Ow.
and then it's like they realise, oh wait, yes, of course the bat suit is completely bulletproof. And then the Doomsday fight is shit. Apparently Wonder Woman is amazing in this movie. She is until she appears and acts.
So, I mean, she's pretty...
Like, I agree with Half in the Bag in this. She is a shite actor.
Oh, right, yeah.
She's shit at acting.
Okay.
Wonder Woman's great.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot is not.
Should have got China.
Yeah, that would have been a better choice. That would
Porn
have been
actress.
a better choice. I don't know. Like, I worry about Justice League because this movie goes nowhere. So I
It's
was.
making a fuck ton of money, so
Yep,
you know
guess
we're gonna
what?
get a fuck ton more.
It had a
Zack
big.
Snyder's gonna carry on.
I think though. I think I read somewhere that it had like the biggest Friday to Sunday drop off in terms of how many people are going.
Well, it drew 170 million in its first weekend.
Oh sure, yeah, but
It's like the drop off is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Because everyone's already seen it.
yeah,
People who want to see it have already seen it. People who've not seen it are going to see it. Who aren't interested in superheroes are going to go see it because it's literally like putting. It's like WrestleMania. It's like putting Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker on.
yeah,
Everyone knows who they are.
yeah.
Everyone's going to watch it because, oh my god,
It's Austin versus The Rock.
John Cena versus The Rock, yeah. Austin versus The Rock.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to go see it because
It's
why
your two
wouldn't
biggest
you?
heroes.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And so I was super sad about Batman all weekend. So I
Aw.
read Scott Snyder's run
Hmm.
from Death in the Family to
Oh yeah. So that's
Super
volume.
Heavy.
That's volume 3 to 8. Yes. You
I
read all
think-
that.
Yeah,
Wow.
in a weekend.
Yeah. The stuff before it was good.
Stuff before it's good.
I was
Scott's
gonna say all the Court of Owls stuff was really good.
Yeah, Scott, but I've already sort of read that,
Yeah,
so I was
yeah.
like, all right, let's catch up
Just
on
keep
this.
going, yeah.
So Death of the Family is really good.
Yeah.
And then that links in with Endgame because
Yeah,
the
it's
Joker
like, it's like
goes.
0 year. And,
Yeah, 0 year's not as good. It's
Hmm.
not as memorable.
Hmm.
I honestly couldn't tell you what happened in
Yeah.
that. But like, Death of the Family is like the Joker comes back. He's had his face skinned off, so he's just wearing his rotten skin on his face because it's a rebirth of him and whatnot.
Lovely.
And then he takes hostage the Bat family and does nasty things to him, and then he disappears. He falls off a cliff. And he disappears.
Till
And it
volume
turns out
7.
it turns out all along he's not interested in who Batman is underneath. He's just interested in Batman. And then Endgame is like Joker's not actually interested in Batman. He just wants to fuck with him and stuff like that, and he turns the entire of Gotham into Joker's, like with the laughing
Oh right, I
gas
see.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So everyone's going mad. It's
Yeah.
up to Batman to save the day,
Mm.
and then Batman dies.
Yep.
Him and Joker have this vicious fight where Batman bites Joker's ear off,
Oh.
and Joker stabs him in the back, and then they're both like broken down, crippled,
Sure. Yeah.
underneath this cave, and it turns out Joker's immortal.
What?
Yeah, Joker's like this living legend throughout Gotham called the Pale Man,
Oh.
and Gordon like starts discovering, like unraveling the mystery alongside it, like looking at old images from like the 1900s,
Oh, yeah.
and the Joker's in the background and stuff like that.
Wow.
Sounds pretty cool, actually.
It's really fucking good. I would recommend everyone read it. Like,
Yeah. No,
like
it's-
spoilers aside, like, and then like that brings the end of Bruce Wayne and
Yeah,
stuff. Like, that's how it was always going to end, is those two dying and
Oh,
stuff.
sure.
And then I read sometime last year that Jim Gordon
Yeah.
was going to be Batman.
New Batman.
Was going to be the new Batman, and I was like, this is
Yeah.
going to be fucking stupid. This is going to be stupid. He's got a big robot suit.
Yeah.
So he's got a giant robot bat suit,
Mm.
and he's got a non-caped, like,
It's like a
it's like a latex, like, thin suit
Yeah,
underneath.
it's like super skinny.
Yeah, and it's weird. And it's like Jim Gordon's like 40, like in his
He's kind of
40s.
old, yeah.
Well, no, it's like Harvey Bullock.
Mm.
His side goes, "How can you be Batman? You're in your 60s." And he goes, "I'm 46." And I was like, "This is gonna be so stupid. This is gonna be fucking ridiculous." Like they shaved Gordon's mustache off, so he's not got the mustache with the cowl.
Oh yeah.
Aw.
Which is something I always wanted to see, but it's like, okay, that makes sense. And they shaved
Wasn't
his...
that a plot point in one of the other Batman ones? That he couldn't physically fit he didn't want to be Batman anymore, and he grew a beard, so he couldn't fit the cowl on his head. I want to say that was a thing. I
in
remember
Super
hearing
Heavy, Bruce Wayne is back without any
it.
of
Not
his
specifically
memories
in that, but I mean,
no,
it's like
yeah.
in one of the way.
Probably.
You
At
don't
some
see
point.
enough masked
Bruce Wayne-
superheroes with facial hair.
Old Bruce Wayne
Yeah.
grew facial hair.
Like
so that he
I
couldn't
read
be
an
Batman.
interview. I read an interview with Scott Snyder and his artist Greg Capullo, and they said they were like, "We'd like to keep the beard with Bruce because it looks cool. Bruce with a beard looks really fucking cool, but it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like
Batman
so, there's
with
like
a beard could work.
it could, but it wouldn't because it's like okay,
Stubbly Batman at least.
you need
Batman
like
with a soul patch.
Grizzly
Yeah.
hair.
Fu Manchu.
Proper surfer Batman.
Pencil mustache.
So, I was just trying to think
Hitler
of
Batman.
I was just trying to think of if there's any like masked superheroes or anything that actually have a beard
Beard,
sticking out on
I
it.
don't
You know what?
think-
The only thing that came to mind
What?
was Mr. America.
What does that say?
So I reviewed Super Heavy for the link,
Mm.
which was nice to do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't review comic books ever.
I was
It was a
surprised
nice
to see
little
Came out of nowhere.
task to do.
Mm.
I think Super Heavy is the best Scott Snyder story he's done,
Oh, cool.
because it's turns out, I said in my review, turns out Scott Snyder is not stupid. So every issue with like Gordon being Batman is either a joke, like made within the character,
Right.
between the characters. The new villain they introduced, like it's a brand new villain,
Okay, cool.
Mr. Bloom,
Hmm.
who's a guy who's selling seeds that can transform people,
Alright.
give them powers and
Sure.
stuff. And Gordon's really good at like the melodrama within like the internal monologues and stuff like that. It's like think back thoughts, and like there's this company that's bought Wayne Enterprises and taken all the technology and stuff like that is like slapped on everything. Gordon drops from a balloon, the bat balloon, which is this giant bat blimp. And it's this giant fucking blimp with the bat symbol.
Not so subtle.
Yeah, there's no subtlety about this Batman, which
Yeah.
is amazing because he's in a giant fuck off robot suit and he beats the shit out of people with it. And then obviously, if you want more of like, because it's like only like 10 issues
Right.
of like
Sure. That arc.
in that arc, because it's only 9 months,
Hmm.
so it's like nine comics.
Sure.
There's the Detective Comics on the side,
Oh,
which
right, yeah.
like has one of my favorite Jim Gordon Batman stories. The Justice League come and use him because they
Ah.
need a Batman,
Yeah.
and they're like, and they use him not in like
I guess
superhero.
you're the new guy.
Yeah, like they use him in like a way that's like, you're a detective. Can you help us solve this murder mystery of 2 giant monsters?
Oh.
And it's just a really sweet story.
Yeah.
It's like I was reading it and it was like too early in the morning and I hadn't slept, so I choked up. I was like, oh.
Oh.
But yeah, no,
I don't know what stage they're at with the with Batgirl comics, but surely that opens up some interesting sort of, if it is Barbara Gordon.
I want to say,
If it's Barbara Gordon and Jim Gordon, that'd be cool as shit.
well, he's no longer Batman anymore.
Oh well, yeah.
Bruce comes back,
Great.
obviously. No, but like, they make, the minute it's Barbara Gordon.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I wanna see that.
I want to say like they must have covered it
Done that
at
somewhere.
some point in
Yeah.
one of the Batgirl comics during that run.
Yeah, probably.
I'll look into that. But so like the Return of Batman is like Bruce's like return is dedicated to one issue of this run. Like he is very much the side character.
Yeah.
He's not Batman. He doesn't remember being Batman. Like Alfred sobs when he's like, "Take me to the cave." Like Bruce is like knocking on the door, and it's almost like, "Here's Johnny," and Alfred is sobbing in the chair, like, "No, like Dave and Brian Alvarez, no,
No.
and Bruce kicks down the door and goes, "Take me to the cave," and it's like this whole issue is just dedicated to like,
I won't
Bruce
watch
coming
this
back.
family die.
yeah, like I'm Michael Caine. Oh,
What if I said that before she died, she gave me a letter and she said that she really loved Harvey Dent or something like that?
I'm a Michael Caine.
Yeah.
I did a real big cry at this movie. This really bad Batman movie. Batman's not had a good movie since Dark Knight, and excluding all the cartoon ones.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
no,
wasn't a fan of Bane.
no, I didn't like Dark Knight Rises at
I
all.
liked Bane.
I liked the redesign of Bane.
No,
I liked Bane, but probably not for the right
Oh,
reasons.
okay. It
What?
wasn't so much that I didn't like Bane. It was I didn't like that was Bane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the realistic look because you couldn't have the luchador look.
I guess.
With the pipes sticking out of him. And...
like you needed,
Yeah.
so it was realistic Batman and it worked,
Sure.
but then the rest of the movie didn't.
So it was kind of Talia's bitch and all.
But the well, no, Bane is usually like the instrument of someone else by the end of like everything.
But it's just kind of how inconsequential he was to the end. It was just kind of like, oh.
Oh, okay, yeah. But like the Return of Batman in issue 50 is great. He's got a new suit. Still like, classic Batman.
Sure,
but like the bat symbol has an orange tint to it, like across, like orange neon lines across it now, and stuff like that. And Alfred makes very sure to tell the reader like, yes, whatever revived you, which is a big plot point of the Endgame, to do with Joker's immortality, has completely healed you. Like, you are a new man through and through until you break it all up again. It was just really fun reading comics this weekend.
Destined to
Guess
do this
what?
forever.
Comics are great.
They are. I've
They're
really fallen
good.
off a cliff in terms of reading them.
It's been so long.
I would say just if you want,
I've got so many already that I haven't read.
So
I always go in and see what new ones there are, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't feel justified in buying these before I read the
It's
ones
why-
that I've actually
it's
got.
why-
I don't have any. I haven't bought any in so long.
It's like
because I just don't know where to get back into it. I don't know where to start.
Because, and then also like DC are once again rebooting again in June.
Yeah.
Rebirth, which is what this Batman. Like, Batman seems to be keeping all the legacy stuff.
Sort of lore.
Superman is changing again. Oh god, I read Superman 50. I have no fucking interest in Superman 50. I don't know what the fuck they've done to Superman, but it's not the fact they took his powers away and stuff like that. But not totally took his powers away. It's just like he can't fly or breathe in space anymore and stuff like that.
He's toned him down.
Toned him down a little bit, and then it's like at the end of issue 50, he has all his powers back.
Haha.
It's like, oh god, you've wasted a year. At least Batman did this in a cool way. But yeah, comics.
Yeah.
They're a thing.
Shame we didn't have Alex Daniel here.
No, yeah. It's a shame.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I'm joking, Alex. Joking. Should we take a break before we get into WrestleMania stuff?
Yeah,
Sure.
I need piss.
Yeah. Let's go.
You can all go piss.
Piss all you want. Hey folk, this week we split the show into two, but there's also the full show, which you can also download at soundcloud.com/pixelshed or on iTunes. Just search for us at Pixelshed Podcast, facebook.com/pixelshed or games-link.com to find everything that we do, bit.do/pixelshed for just videos. Thanks for listening, but we didn't want to just bore the people that are here for video games with wrestling talk and a really long download, so you have your pick. Thanks, guys.